In today's video, we're talking about the pound GBPUSD as it starts to break out, but I'm going to show you why you've got to be a little bit careful here with this breakout, and it all has to do with the DXY. So first of all, markets still for the most part remain relatively sideways. We are seeing the pound break out a little bit, but for the most part, again, the Forex market has been very sideways for weeks. So that's the first thing to consider. Now, with the pound, we talked about this descending channel last week, which could be a bull flag coming off of that April rally. So you can see back here, very aggressive move up, very impulsive move up, followed by this corrective move down into this potential bull flag. So you can see we've got off of these lows, we've got a level here, we've got a level off of these highs, and so far the market is starting to break out today. However, a few factors to keep in mind here with regard to this potential breakout. Okay, so first of all, we do have a few hours left in today's session, so that's the very first thing. Because I would like to see at least one daily close above this. So this is the 4-hour time frame. I want to see at least one daily close above here, preferably two, or at least really see the market come down here and test this level and hold above that 1.333 level over the next 24 hours, because that's going to help confirm that buyers are in fact holding this up. Now, the reason why, as of right this moment, I'm not interested in buying the pound, it all comes down to the DXY. And we talked about this last week, but if you look here on the daily time frame, this level right here off of that September 2024 low, right around 100.2, this was resistance and it's now flipped to support. So what I said last week is that I would not be interested in buying the pound as long as the DXY was above 100.2, which clearly it still is. So this level is what has to fail here for the US dollar index in order for pairs like GBPUSD to really start to gain bullish momentum, right? So I can't justify buying GBPUSD when the DXY is doing this. Now, this could absolutely fail, right? We could see the DXY trade down here tomorrow, close back below this, making this a failed breakout and get that push down here toward the low. If we get that, if we get the close below 100.2, then that would confirm the bullish breakout for GBPUSD. So that would add some confidence here to this breakout that we're seeing so far today from the pound. Okay, now this could also become a failed breakout, guys. Keep that in mind, right? My favorite way of trading is failed breakouts. And by the way, I did just put out a course. The course is live now. You can check out a link in the description of this video for a link to that for a discount, a massive discount on that course that I just launched. So looking here at the pound, this could be a failed breakout, right? If we were to get a close above the top of this channel and then a close right back below, it makes this a failed breakout. And we're looking at a move back here toward 1.32. This low down here and potentially down there toward 130.50. Now, the market would have to confirm that first, though. The market would have to close above here first and then close back below to give us that confirmation. So again, there's still a lot of indecision out there, and another factor here too is that you've got to consider that the market was trading all the way up here earlier in the session, and it has lost some momentum, right? It has lost some momentum here, trading back down here toward this high. So anytime you see a market break out of consolidation like this, you want to see something very convincing to tell you that big buyers are on board. And so far, I'm not getting that vibe just yet with the market kind of trading back down here toward the highs when it was up here at, earlier in the session. So I need to see more here from the pound, but specifically, really, I need to see more from the DXY. And, with regard to 100.2, like I said last week, I mean, this is really kind of the area right now that the DXY is battling with. Like if you draw a rectangle across here, so notice this range back here in 2024. If we take a rectangle off of those highs down there to the lows, right, and then we take this and extend it over, this is essentially the range that the DXY is dealing with right now, right? This is the range that you need to see break in order to get some conviction with pairs like GBPUSD or the euro, because until the DXY gets out of this, either above here, right, or below here, you're looking at just a range-bound market for, the major currency pairs, at least for the most part, okay? So that's really it, guys. I do think if we get the sustained break back below 100.2 for the DXY, though, if this does fail, then I think we're looking at a sweep of this low down here, because one factor with the DXY, and I'll mention this before we wrap up here, one factor here is that if you go down here to this 97.7 level, so these are the lows from back here in March of 2022. So if I go to something like a 5-day time frame so we can fit all of this on the same chart, what you'll notice here is that during this last drop, so these are the lows down here at 97.7. And what you'll notice is that this low over here came close to that level, but not quite. A lot of times when you get that and you see this long lower wick down here, a lot of times when you get that, that's an indication that the market may want to tag or retag that area. Okay, but again, I need to see more, right? I can't just sit here and say, okay, I think that's going to happen because I don't have the information yet. The chart hasn't given me that information yet to say that that is the likely scenario. Okay, so as of right now, again, this is your range right here for the DXY. Get below 100.2. We're looking at these lows down here toward 97.7. And as I said last week too, this upper level here, along with 101.8, that's going to be resistance for the DXY. And until the market really gives us confirmation here, this could go either way. And I think that's why when you look at the pound, even though it is breaking out a little bit, you do have to be careful with this market.